heart of love, just the one I love, sweet too, just you, and the moon up high, conquering twice, sweet too, it's you. No one else it seems ever shares my dreams. Without you, I don't know what I'd do. In this heart of mine, you live all the night, sweet too, just you.
What I'm saying is you and I are in this room, right?
Yes.
How do you know?
How do I know what?
How do you know that you and I are in this room?
I can see us.
So the ability to see equals reality.
Well, yes.
So if you couldn't see me, does that mean I don't exist?
No, of course not.
But you just said the ability to see equals reality.
No, I didn't. No,
You did
but I
say
didn't
it.
mean to.
But it's what you said.
But it's not what I meant to say.
The ability to see equals reality.
I can't see my father, but I know he's real.
How do you know?
How do I know what?
How do you know he's real if you can't see him?
How do I know? How do I know? I just know
Isn't it possible he ceases to exist the moment you can no longer see him?
he lives in Tamarack.
What?
Tamarack, Florida, that's where he lives. Exists? Sorry, wrong word.
No, I understand he lives there, but...
Exists?
Exists, yes, fine, it doesn't matter. Lives, exists. What I'm saying is perception is reality. Our senses tell us what's real. What our senses cannot take in is not real. We trust that everything we take in from the outside world is true and accurate, but everything else is presumed. What is reality besides a combination of what we sense and what we presume? How do you know if anything really exists?
He's in the phone book.
What?
He's in the phone book, that's how I know.
Who? Is
My
it?
father is listed in the Tamarack, Florida phone book. See, I have a copy of it back at my apartment. I brought one back the last time I was in Florida. I was just throwing things into my suitcase. I was packing in such a frenzy. I brought back a tube of Brill cream, 3 dog biscuits, and the Tamarack, Florida phone book.
So, being listed in the phone book is proof of existence, huh?
Well, it's good enough for me.
Dog biscuits.
What?
In your suitcase, you said you brought back dog biscuits?
Yes, my father has a dog, Scooter.
Scooter.
When he was a puppy, he used to scoot along on his butt.
I see.
He's an Alaskan Malamute, and I'm pretty sure he exists too.
Is Scooter in the phone book?
No, he's not, but my father is, and he bought dog biscuits. See, I think it would be a perfectly good waste of dog biscuits otherwise. I think if a person proven to exist purchases dog biscuits for a dog not yet proven to exist, it creates proof of the dog's existence. I'm almost empty. Do you have any more wine?
Of course, let me get that for you. You know, Christy, when Caroline suggested you and I get together, I wasn't so sure.
You didn't like me?
No, not at all. It's just, you know, the fix-up. Sometimes it feels so artificial.
Well, it's just two people talking.
I know.
Okay. This is my last glass. 2 glasses is my limit.
Are you sure? It's very good.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't want to get silly.
You don't mind if I keep on going to you?
Oh, no. Get as silly as you like.
No, I was so nervous. I had 2 glasses before you got here.
Really? I don't think I've ever made anybody nervous before.
Well, I'm glad we had a chance to get together.
Oh, well, Caroline is smart. She just knows things about people. She said that you and I are very different, but she thinks we would get along anyway.
She must think I'm some pompous stuffed shirt.
Well, yes, she does, but she thinks we'd get along anyway.
She said that.
That she thinks we would get along?
The stuffed shirt thing.
Oh, Caroline says a lot of things, but usually she's right, so I trust her. She's very perceptive.
You think so, huh?
I like your wine.
It's from California. The Giuseppe Totally Vineyard. You can't buy this in the store, only at the vineyard. Every time I'm in Napa, I buy a case or 2.
I'd love to go to California. I've never been there.
You should. You really should. There's so much going on there.
Hollywood and Disneyland. Oh, it's just so incredible.
No, not Southern California. Southern California is dismal.
It is?
Definitely. Los Angeles is a slum. Orange County is some hideous suburban nightmare. No, you want Carmel. Monterey. Napa. That's Disneyland for grown-ups.
Sounds nice.
It's glorious.
Even so,
Yes?
I'd love to visit Disneyland, the real one.
How can you use Disneyland and real in the same sentence?
Disneyland isn't real. That's why I like the idea.
There must be more to it than a cartoon mouse and $7 hamburgers.
Have you ever been there?
Disneyland?
Yes.
No.
Then
No,
how
I
do you
haven't.
know it's real?
Very
If
funny.
you can't see it, how do you know it exists?
I suppose I don't. Maybe Disneyland doesn't exist. Maybe I don't exist.
Oh, sure you do.
How do you know that? I could be a hallucination.
I don't think so.
Maybe you made me up.
Nope.
How can you be so sure? Maybe I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Because I wouldn't make you up.
Why not?
Because if my, subconscious,
Yes.
if my subconscious was going to make somebody up, it wouldn't be you.
I'm hurt.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
A touch, I do confess.
What?
It's a line from Hamlet, when Laertes is in duel with Hamlet.
That's what I mean.
What?
That's what I mean. I don't know Hamlet. I don't know who Larry Murdy is.
Laertes.
Yes, whatever. It doesn't matter. See, I don't know these things. I've never been to the Giuseppe Attoli winery. I've never been to Napa. I don't know Hamlet. How could I possibly make you up?
Maybe you made up Hamlet.
A touch, I do confess. I made that up? Never. No way.
Maybe I made you up.
Maybe you did.
What?
Well, maybe you did. It's plausible.
It's what?
Plausible. Possible. Could happen.
Yes, I know what the word plausible
You could
means.
make me up, but I couldn't make you up. Because you know things that I don't know, but I don't know anything that you don't know, so maybe I am just a figment. It's plausible.
I didn't know your father had a dog named Scooter.
No, but you could have made that up. You're perfectly capable of creating a fictitious dog and giving it the fictitious name of Scooter. I, however, am not capable of coming up with a 16th century English playwright and with its fictional character of Hamlet and its fictional character of Larry Murdy.
Laertes.
Yes, whatever, it doesn't matter.
He'd be metafictional, actually.
What?
In the example you gave, Laertes would be metafictional?
I have no idea what that means. I don't even want to know what that means.
Because he's a fictitious character in a play which is also fictitious?
See, that's what I mean. You're now speaking in some sort of double talk, and honestly, I don't even know if these are real words, because so much of it to me sounds like blah, 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 blah.
I could never make you up.
What?
I could never make up someone like you. I'd be incapable of it.
Me? Oh, sure you could. Anybody could come up with me. See, I'm simple. You're complex, but I'm simple. Doesn't take much creativity to come up with me.
That's what I mean. I overcomplicate everything. I can never do anything simply. I can never take life at face value. I'm pompous, I'm pretentious and condescending.
No,
and-
you're not.
Yes, I am. And I know I am. I don't mean to be. I wish I could be more like you.
Well, there's nothing to being like me. You just be.
Sounds nice.
It's glorious.
Really very attractive.
Even if I'm not very smart.
Don't be silly. You're absolutely... Hey, wait a minute.
What?
How is it?
What?
How is it that you don't know that Laertes is a character in Hamlet, yet you know that Shakespeare wrote in the 16th century?
Excuse me?
Before, you called Shakespeare a fictitious 16th century playwright?
Did I?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Well, it looks like something's just sticking in your head. I actually remembered something from high
See,
school.
you're smarter than you think.
No, remembering isn't smart. It's just remembering.
Smart comes in different forms. All this existential gobbledygook I spout, that doesn't make me smart.
All this what's real, what's not business, I don't get the point.
Don't you ever wonder about the boundaries of reality?
No, I don't. I know what's real.
Yes. The phone book.
Now, don't make fun. The phone book is proof that everything is real.
How do you figure?
Well, if the phone book wasn't real, it wouldn't make sense.
Why not? It's just a construct of your reality.
No, no, no. I would never go through that much trouble. If everything in the world was something I made up, I would never make up the phone book. It's way too complicated. Too many names and too many numbers. No, no, the phone book exists because they're real people with real phones and real numbers, and they all have to be listed in a central location. So yes, the phone book is proof of the existence of others. Absolute proof.
Descartes might disagree.
Who?
Descartes? He was a philosopher.
I could never make you up.
Don't you ever wonder what else there is to this world?
No,
The
I
unknown,
don't.
the supernatural?
Mm-mm.
I had an experience once. Astral projection? Do you know what that is?
Something to do with movies?
No. No, astral projection is when your consciousness leaves your body, your astral body leaves your physical body, your body stays put, but your mind can travel.
Travel where?
Anywhere in the world, anywhere in time or space.
And you've done this.
Sort of. I read a book about it. It had some ways to relax and control your thoughts so you could separate your astral body from your physical body, and so I tried it.
And what happened?
My body was totally relaxed. I felt very much at peace, and after a while I felt myself begin to rise up. My body was completely still, and I could feel myself rising up out of my body.
Well, then what?
Honestly, I was scared to death. I woke up instantly. I couldn't go through with it.
It never happened again.
No, I never tried. I wanted it to happen so badly, but when it finally did, I was terrified. Have you ever had an experience like that?
Well, not exactly like
Nothing
that.
mystical, supernatural?
Sort of?
Sort of. Really?
Yes, sort of.
What was it?
Well, sometimes I know when things are going to happen.
Clairvoyant.
Christy!
No. Clairvoyant means you know when things are going to happen
Oh.
before they do.
Yes, that's what it is then.
Does it happen all the time?
No, not all the time, just every now and then.
Well, what happens? Do you have visions? Hallucinations?
No, nothing like that. It's, the mirrors.
The mirrors.
Yes, I see things.
You see things in mirrors.
Yes.
Well, everybody does. Everybody sees
No.
things in mirrors. It's the reflection of light off a polished surface.
No, sometimes I see things before they happen.
In the mirrors.
Yes, usually one particular mirror.
The same one every time.
No, different ones, but usually the same one.
Never see lottery numbers?
Now you're making fun.
I'm sorry.
No, I feel foolish.
I'm
I
sorry.
should have known. I couldn't trust you. I should have known you wouldn't take me
I'm
seriously.
sorry.
You already said that.
I know. When I feel like an idiot, I repeat things.
So why is it everything you say is important and everything I say is stupid?
How often does it happen? This thing with the mirrors?
Every now and then. I can't predict it. It just happens when it happens.
Can you show me?
No,
Why not?
because it's not a trick I can do on command.
No, I didn't think it was.
It
but
just happens when it happens.
do you have a mirror?
Yes.
Where?
In my purse.
Will you get it?
No.
Just try, please.
Well, I can't promise anything's going to happen.
No?
You won't be able to see anything. I'm the only one who can see.
That's all right.
Okay. Okay.
What do you see?
Nothing. It's not a trick I can do a command. I have no control.
Keep trying.
Nothing. Nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Oh, wait!
Yes? What?
I do see something. It's happening.
What do you see?
Well, wait, I need a minute. It's a man.
A man?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Well, I don't know. I can't tell.
What's he doing?
He's alone. Oh, he's sad. I think he's crying.
Crying? What is he crying about?
Well, I don't know. I can't tell.
You're seeing all this in the mirror.
Yes, it's like looking through a window, only everything's not clear.
What's he doing now?
He's standing up and taking a drink and walking over to the telephone and
And then what?
well, that's it.
That's it.
It's gone dark.
Gone dark.
That's it. I can't see anything else.
That's it? That's a future you've seen? A man sobs, takes a drink, makes a phone call?
That's it.
Is it a warning? Is something bad going to happen to this man?
I don't know.
I thought you could see the future.
Well, I can. That's it. That's the future I see.
But what can you do about it?
Well, what do you mean?
You said you could see the future, but you can't do anything about it?
Neither can you.
No, I can't. But I can't see the future. I don't have that power.
Well, I never claimed I could change the future. I can just see it sometimes. That's it.
That's it.
Isn't that enough? You can't even do that much.
How do you know you're even seeing the future?
What?
How do you know you're seeing the future? How do you know you're not seeing the past or the present or, television?
Well, sometimes I can see clocks or calendars, so I know. What does that mean?
Nothing? Sorry.
No, tell me.
Well, that's just not what I expected.
Well, what did you
Well,
expect?
someone tells you they're clairvoyant, that they see things in the future. Well, you just think,
No, I don't know.
that they can see...
Lottery numbers,
No, that they can see events of great significance. You know wars and things like that.
Well, doesn't work like that. It's not a trick. It's not a magic trick. It's just what happens.
I see.
You're disappointed, aren't you?
No, of course not. It's still fascinating.
No, you're so disappointed, I can tell. So, the one interesting thing I could do, and you don't think it's good enough.
That's not true at all.
So, what if I predicted something about you?
About me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see things in my future?
Maybe. What if I could? Would you be impressed?
What could you tell me?
Something simple, like, in 5 seconds your phone is going to ring.
In 5 seconds, my phone is going to ring.
Mhm.
How did you know that?
Aren't you going to get it?
No.
Are you sure it might be important?
The voicemail will get it. How did you know that?
Well, I told you I see things.
Well, well, well.
I kind of freaked you out.
No, of
didn't
course
I?
not.
No, I think I did.
No.
Because you're acting kind of...
Look, I am, okay? Freaked out a little. That was strange.
Told you.
I'm sure it was just a coincidence.
No, it wasn't. I knew it was going
I
to
think I
happen.
have a little more wine.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Excuse me?
Don't you think you've had enough wine?
No. No, I don't think I have.
Delicious. A robust nose with a smooth finish and cherry and plum notes,
Excuse me?
for which the Atoli vineyards are so well known.
I thought you never heard of the Atoli Vineyards.
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry. The drunker I forget, the more I forget things.
You've only had 2 glasses of wine. You aren't drunk.
Yes, but you've had 5.
So what?
So the drunker you get, the more I forget things.
I don't know what that means.
Don't you?
No, of course not. You're being very obscure.
How else would I be?
I'm not enjoying this game.
You bought that Merlot at the Giuseppe Atoli Winery 2 years ago. You were attending a conference in San Francisco and you blew off the afternoon session to go to Napa. You bought 2 cases.
Yes, that's right.
Are you surprised I know that?
Yes, I was alone. Nobody else knows that story.
So how is it that I know things only you know?
I'm not sure. You expect me to believe you're clairvoyant, that you see things in the mirrors? I didn't want to believe it, but now I'm not so sure.
So now you believe it.
I don't know. Everything's very strange. I didn't want to believe it, I admit that. I talk and talk about this metaphysical horseshit. I know I do, but when it's right in front of you, it's freaky.
Freaky and sexy.
Excuse me?
The fact that I'm clairvoyant. You find that sexy, don't you?
No, of course not.
Admit it. You think it's sexy.
Don't be silly.
It turns you on.
No.
It makes you want me.
No.
Admit it.
Yes.
And you didn't want me before because I was cute and dumb and nothing special,
No.
right? Simple! That was the word you used right. Simple.
No.
Don't lie, Phil. I'll know.
You just said that.
I know. When you feel like an idiot, I repeat things.
What?
I'm the perfect wrong woman for you, Phil.
I don't know what that means.
I'm flawed. You made me flawed. You find me fascinating, but intrinsically I'm flawed, and that gives you an excuse to reject me.
That doesn't make any sense.
Phil, you're 30 years old, and you're alone. You reject every woman you meet. Sometimes you reject them first, so they can't reject you. But you're always looking for that flaw, that one reason why it can't work. How long are you going to do that?
Look, I don't know what Caroline's been telling
Caroline
me.
didn't tell me any of these things.
She must have. How else would you know?
You know how, Phil. You absolutely know how. You just don't want to admit it.
Admit what? What on earth are you talking
Do
about?
you really think I'd come to your apartment on the first date?
What?
Do you remember picking me up? Do you remember how I got to your apartment?
Of course. You...
I what?
I'm having some trouble remembering exactly what happened.
I bet you
I'm
are.
having some trouble thinking clearly. I've had too much to drink.
Laertes was the son of Polonius, brother of Ophelia. A touch, I do confess. Well, he says this as he's fencing with Hamlet, and things go downhill from there. It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain, no medicine.
No medicine in the world can do thee good. I thought you could.
Didn't know, Hamlet. I know everything you know, Phil. Tell me, how did I come to your apartment?
I don't remember.
That's right. You don't remember because it never happened.
I'm so confused.
You made me up, Phil. I'm not real.
No, that can't be right.
It is. It's true. I'm a figment.
Not true. I met you through Caroline. She said she had a friend she thought I would get along with.
Yes, Caroline did say that. But you turned her down. I'm not Caroline's friend. You made me up.
You're real. I can prove it.
Go ahead.
Your father lives in Tamarack, Florida. He's in the phone book. He has a dog named Scooter proven to exist, but who is not in the phone book.
You made that up. You made everything up. You made up my father. You even made up Scooter. You didn't make up Tamarack. Tamarack is real.
But all the things you said earlier...
All the things you wanted me to say. You figured that I wouldn't be very smart, and so I wasn't. You figured I would have no imagination, and so I didn't. It turned out exactly the way you expected it.
But what changed?
You gave me supernatural powers. You made me interesting, and that made it harder to reject me.
I did.
Yes, you did, because maybe you wanted this one to turn out differently.
You weren't clairvoyant.
No more so than you.
What about the phone ringing? I didn't know that was going to happen. How did you know that?
I didn't, Phil. You needed proof that I could see the future, and so you heard the phone ring and decided that I predicted it, but I didn't, Phil. I didn't.
This is all very confusing.
You're thinking too much, Phil.
What do you mean?
Are you happy?
Of course. Of course I am.
You don't seem happy.
You mean now?
Hmm.
Well, maybe not at this moment, not at this particular moment, no, but happiness isn't a momentary thing.
What is it then?
What is happiness?
Yes.
It's,
Yes. Yes.
happiness is a memory of being happy in the past.
That's it?
And the expectation of being happy in the future.
Do you have memory of being happy in the past?
No?
Expectation of being happy in the future?
No?
You're not happy.
No?
By definition, I mean. By definition, you're not happy.
No.
Then maybe it's time to do something differently.
Okay, look, maybe I did decide ahead of time that this wouldn't work out. I do that, I know. I sabotage things, I look for faults. Everybody's not smart enough, or not interesting enough, or something. There's always something. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just think too much. I overanalyze. I'm never willing to take chances, never willing to get hurt. I'm scared, okay? I talk and talk and talk, but it's just to cover that up. I'm scared. And that scares me. Why do I do this? Why do I push away every single person I meet? Why do I have to be like this? Tell me, am I going to be alone for the rest of my life? Oh, well, fuck. I mean, fuck. If I can't see you, does that mean you don't exist? Fuck. Perception isn't reality. Fucking reality is reality. Caroline. Caroline, it's Phil. Pick up the phone, it's Phil. I know you're there. Pick up. Pick up, pick up. Pick up the phone, okay? Damn. Call me back, okay? As soon as you get this, call me back. See, I've been thinking, lots of thinking actually, and what I've been thinking is, well, what actually I've been thinking is, I'm thinking perhaps I would like to meet your friend Christy.